Welcome back, Twitch chat and YouTube, to Honkai Star Rail. New Trailblaze mission dropped. I don't know how long it is. It's also my first time actually being here as they're releasing the story, so I'm not entirely sure of, like, exactly how long this Trailblaze mission will be, but every time we get a new Trailblaze mission, because that's technically the title of all the story missions, we're gonna be here. I think the only Trailblaze mission I did not do on stream was the, Oh, we could also view the story recap. Oh, yeah! The only one I didn't do on stream, I believe, was Ron Maze. Or maybe, yeah, Ron Maze, I think, was the only one that I didn't do on stream. Because I was just trying to still finish the regular story. And then I ended up going back to it because it didn't seem like it was a story thing, but it was kind of a story thing, and it was titled Trailblaze Mission, so from now on I'm going to do my best, even if it's a short one, or not like a true continuation of the Amphoreus story. We're still going to be here doing it, so let's view the story recap. Why not? Oh, it's reading. Hold on. Let me take a drink. Okay. A mysterious celestial body entangled by 3 paths appeared in the Memo Keeper's mirror. Amphoreus, the Eternal Land, the next stop for the Trailblaze. But the landing is not a smooth one. After surviving the crash, the Trailblaze squad meets the loyal Chrysos heroes. They learn from them that the Titans supporting the world are rotting away, and that the land of the Amphoreus is covered in scars. In Akama, the final holy city, the 2 members of the squad undergo great trials and gain the trust of Aglaea, leader of the Chrysos heirs. Facing a threat from beyond the fog, everyone decides to band together to defeat the Strife Titan Nikador. In order to destroy Nikador's true form, the group plans to infiltrate Castrum Kremnos of the past to discover the truth. At the end of the Abyss of Fate, the Trailblazer communes with the Time Titan Oronex, and somehow receives a gaze from Fuli. With the help of their new friend Mem, everyone pieces together Nikador's divinity and obtains the Titan's Choreflame in the final battle. At last, the young hero Phainon faces his own trial in the holy vortex of Genesis. Head to the designated... Yes, please! That's what I'm here for! It's for the story!
Haven of memories. Every touch.
I don't have the right... Hold on, I don't have the right line up
like
here.
A thorned rose.
Let's bring up the one that's not gonna get us mostly annihilated. It's not much different, but that's because, like, Team 9 is technically my team to bring into, where I plan to have a support character help me. Alright.
Aglaea, with all due respect,
Oh, I can't.
this trial is taking far too long.
Don't worry, have faith in Phainon. Yeah, he's been gone for a while now, but it feels like we've already waited for 42 days. Is that exactly how many days it's been since the release of the beginning? Probably. He's been gone for a while.
What do you think of this, Trina?
It's not possible to tell for sure what goes on within the vortex. All I can hear are fragments of speech and distant battle cries.
Okay.
Is it Phainon's voice?
I'm not sure. It's difficult to make out clearly. Wait, no!
That doesn't sound good.
Lady Trinan.
Snowy's voice. I can't hear him anymore. There's a sun-like existence in the trial. It's burning him up.
That does sound concerning.
Come to this, after all.
What? Come to what? What did you not tell us?
What now?
Get ready, Mydei.
We need to stop the trial now? Are we going to leave Phainon to die? What's going on?
Plan B. We pull him out when something goes wrong. As I promised you, Aglaea, I will intervene in the trial this time to bring your deliverer out to safety. But that's as far as I will go.
Of course. I know this is not the time to demand any more from you.
Discerning. All right then. To be as prepared
Is this
as I
where
can,
Phainon's gonna kind of
I
be
hope that
bad
the two Outlander
now?
warriors can also join me.
That might not be a good idea. The Choreflame trial is many times more complicated than a standard ritual.
Why?
Even the slightest misjudgment, misstep, or hiccup could result in grave consequences.
Why?
Our two distinguished guests are not obliged to risk their lives for the flame chase journey. Let me join you instead, Lord Mydei.
It's fine, we got this. Exactly, no way am I getting involved. Can't we all just go together?
No. Someone should stay outside
Okay.
in case we need help.
Well, Aglaya's here for that, right? Things have taken a critical turn, especially so with Phainon's life on the line. Of course, we Nameless will do what is necessary. How should we help?
Join me in the trial to look for Phainon. And when we do, Aglaya's golden thread will guide us back out.
Okay.
Assuming we survive Nikador's wrath. If something bad were to happen, Casterus, your priority is to ensure the safety of these two. I can find a way out on my own.
Yes, Lord Mydei.
Thank you
Okie
both
dokie.
for your valor. Time to get to work then. Let me have the honor of taking the lead in this battle.
Okay. Sure.
May that warrior be safe from harm. When you are ready, I will preside over the ritual on Phaimon's behalf.
Well, let's go. I got nowhere. Oh, it's just a straight fight. Okay, that's a little. Oh God, Mydei, why? Mydei, why? Wait, what's the team? We'll be okay with what we got. Let's
Our
go.
reinforcements from beyond the sky. Warriors of high esteem.
We should really be moving faster than
Please
this.
close your eyes and hold your breath.
Okay. Do whatever you need.
They once kept the fate of this world, and many other challenges safe from the devastating rage of strife. They now seek to venture deep into the trial of divinity, and prove their will to destroy our enemies, as foretold by the prophecy. When the hammer of strife strikes the anvil of the warrior, the heat and impact will leave behind scars, and between them, a demigod shall rise.
Okay.
Very well. Come forth then.
So he's accepting
Souls
us?
foreign to this realm, and warriors in the making.
Well, I guess in general, yeah, we are basically asking if we can take the trial as
Follow
well.
me into the mist and flames, and come face to face with the greatest fear in the depths of a warrior's heart.
I wonder what would be considered
With
ours.
thy strength, banish
We got
the
Fugue back,
darkness
so I don't
and
think
usher in
Tingu
sunlight.
and having her neck
Let
snapped
all
is really
lost
on that list
souls
anymore.
Find courage on a long journey back home.
Oh, they look like they're having a great time. What?
What's the matter? Surprised? Where there's strife, there's carnage. It shouldn't come as a surprise to see such a sight in Nikador's trial.
Why am I asking Mydei this? Let's go look for Phainon. Was it just... Why is it just you? Where's Don Hong?
I don't see him around here. We should go first. Let's pray he stays safe. Huh. The greatest fear in the depths of a warrior's heart, huh? So, this is what he fears the most.
People dying?
So much for the kingdom.
You won't get away, Crumnoan vermin! Tell me your name, brute. Your demise shall be a tale I boast about at the feast table.
Are you sure about that?
My name is Perdiccas, and I am here to avenge my people.
Crumnoans and Akamans are at war?
Perdiccas? Even the tragic cries of beasts at the slaughterhouse sound better than your name.
Okay, maybe calm down, buddy.
Say whatever you like, despicable Achaemen. Better to die in battle than return even in glory. May the Kremnoan spirit always watch over me.
Foolish brute. I see you're eager to
Brute.
die. Very well then.
He hit that T
I
as
shall
hard as
grant you
freaking
just that.
Woody in Toy Story. As long as the boot fits. Fits. I can't even do it, man. Intervene and stop the soldier. Watch on and wait for the trial. We could take a little intervention, right?
You are... Oh.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna be up against Phainon.
Has found
I'm
his
just
way
saying.
here. It's a pity, though. You're too late. You will never stop the Holy City's army. Watch as I make this pathetic warrior of yours the first sacrifice.
Mydei,
Huh.
my king, avenge me.
This is great. I think this is more your thing. This isn't Phainon's. This is yours,
You're
Mydei.
Next.
Oh, we getting serious.
Your death, cowardly king.
Okay.
This insatiable bloodlust is a product of Nikador's wrath.
Consumes HP, deals imaginary damage. Okay. Well, come on, game. Tell me about the other one. Deals minor imaginary damage. Okay.
Move already.
Shut
Don't
up,
let it
Mydei.
burn it up.
Oh my god, that like was
Everyone.
half his health.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Better close.
Again.
Oh, you know, I kind of regret doing that. just a little bit. I kind of regret that.
On the still waters of oblivion.
Use all your might.
I was kind of wondering what was going on, and it was because my poor girl was taken out.
For the departed. It too shall fall.
Absurd. I know this Achaemen. Strife contorted an honorable warrior into this perverse and twisted being. And that horrible noise. I can hardly suppress my bloodlust when it sounds.
Was it the noise of him and his body contorting?
This battle cry must have gone to Phainon. That's why he lost himself. What a useless fool.
Who is he?
It's nothing. Let's go.
I'll never know.
That voice. Is Cartonis?
Okay, well, it's
Brought you
Cartonis
to
in a trial.
Cartonis.
In a trial. Not in real life, okay? Just remember that. This is the trial.
Destroyed all the wicked king. Here to take my life finally.
No.
I won't ask how this happened. Nor will I hurt you like you said. I just need you to tell me where Phainon is.
Where is
All
Phainon?
of this you know very well. Leave our city, cursed son of Gorgo.
I have no intention of hurting you, Cartonis.
Humiliate me you shall not.
This is a great
Leave.
conversation.
Get out of Akima! Get out! Symbol of your sovereignty, take it! Signet of Kremnos, bask in blood-soaked glory, your kind alone!
This is... Mother's signet?
Why is he here?
It's here again. I knew it.
Ha! Finally gone mad, despicable vermin have. With your mad king, perish together in that maelstrom of
Okay, but I think in reality, you're the one that's gonna start the fight?
Be quiet!
Maybe?
You are not at all!
Okay,
Phainon.
well, at least we
Look out!
admitted that. Long, narrow shadow pierces through the phantom of Cartonis.
Nice move.
Done? Done! He's back! You too. Are you the real? Are we up against Don Hong's apparition this time? I could ask you the same. What was the last thing you said to me before I parted the waters at the Scale Gorge waterscape? Bro, this is unfair! You are asking somebody with a goldfish memory.
Parted the waters.
How would I even remember that? Ugh, forget it. Just kill me, alright? Oh, God. That sounds like something the real you would say. Yeah, it is. Fuck. I really do love the dialogue options and choices we get in this game. It's great. It wasn't easy, but I finally found you two.
So, you are Don Hong. What did you go through before meeting us?
Just some memories from my past. Nothing worth mentioning.
You mean you saw your past too?
Well, we're all in the trial, guys. Technically.
The trial of strife is a vicious one, all right.
I love how I get a free pass. It's because I can't remember! What are you thinking?
This might not be a single person's trial, but an arena for every challenger to engage their own delusions in a bloody battle.
Makes sense.
I saw someone from my past a while ago. Someone Phainon has never met.
That doesn't exactly sound like a bad thing. At least it means that we'll be able to find Phainon here.
We can only hope this battlefield is nowhere as extensive as I imagined it to be. Let's first follow the sounds of battle to their source.
Yeah, that's probably where
battle
Phainon's.
cries
You know,
seem to be getting a lot louder.
I really thought that when we would be fighting against Phainon, it was gonna be him coming out of the trial and, like, more affected by Nikador's wrath and everything.
I agree.
This time around, we still are getting exactly what I thought it was gonna happen. It's just happening inside the trial, not outside. Excuse us. Y'all have fun.
Go find your friends in hell.
I'm a little busy.
Just as I thought. This is where the battle cries were coming from. The true entrance to Nikador's trial.
What's wrong with you two? I've met that warrior before. It's Nias, an incarnation of Nikador. Don't ask me how I remember that. I knew he was an
I'm seeing him
incarnation.
for the first time, but there's no doubt about it. What I'm sensing can only
I don't
be
think I would have remembered
Strife's
Nias as his name.
bloodlust. The one manipulating this battlefield is Nikador
No shit.
himself.
It's his trial, man.
Mydei, you are a keen warrior indeed.
I'm the silent type.
You know me?
The blasphemous prince. Of course I know you. And I happen to know that you're here for the soul of that white-haired warrior.
Thank you.
Great.
Can we get it?
Let's cut to the chase then.
Can we have it?
Hand over that poor excuse for a sword master. So we can
Mighty,
be
this
done
isn't
with
the time.
No.
Why? Can anybody ask why?
I applaud your courage and strength for coming this far. But you have chosen to besmirch the dignity of one who has fallen. And I cannot turn a blind eye
Besmirch
to
the
that.
dignity of one who has fallen. Does he mean because Phainon failed the trial that that's what he means, is that we're besmirching his dignity? This is gonna be one fierce battle we won't be able to get out of. Won't you go easy on us? We traveled together before, remember? Yeah, let's just get, this isn't gonna be one we can get out of. One who has fallen. Phainon failed the trial.
He faced the greatest fear in the depths of his heart and fought.
You know,
with
I'm glad Don's
exceptional
thinking the
valor,
same thing I am.
though he eventually succumbed to the brutal onslaughts. I have since brought him to the rear battleground and granted him glory worthy of his courage, tenacity, and sacrifice.
That doesn't sound good.
You wish to take him away? Sure. Pick up a spear and prove that your resolve can rival his.
So, he didn't fail the trial?
Cowards who hope to avoid bloodshed are better off disappearing from my sight.
Okay, I said this was a fight we weren't gonna get out of, so I'm already on your good
Opinions are of
side.
no interest to me, Mad King. If it's a fight you're looking for, then you will get one, Titan. I will put you to rest once more with my curse of immortality.
Commendable. Your noble mother displayed the same spirit with a spear in her hands.
Don't
Oh.
you dare speak of her.
Why not?
Mommy
She challenged
issues.
the former Kremnos king to a duel, even knowing that it was a deadly trap, all to protect your dignity. Are you suggesting her efforts were for naught?
No.
Her death was caused by you, the incarnation of strife. How dare you talk about her past?
He really knows how to poke.
Enough of this nonsense. You should be wielding your weapon at the god of strife. Battle me and put a swift end to this!
Your hatred is as clear as day, my devils. My words must have stung you deeply. But thanks to them, I have also come to realize this is why you killed your father for the throne, only to let your signet sink to the bottom of the Sea of Souls, refusing to let the glory of Kremnos live on.
Okay, so in a way, Titan. Nikador is upset because of his choices. His choices for Kremnos' glory. Got it.
This is why you slew the Strife Titan, only to reject the Choreflame, letting strife continue instead.
Oh, he's doing great.
O child abandoned by fate, show me what you are capable of. Show me if you have the power to put out the flames of your very own destiny.
Your strife destiny? Sure.
I will rip your chest apart, Titan. In the same way I ripped apart that former king.
Good lord. Anger. So much anger. So many anger issues and mommy
Come at me
issues.
then. Ignite the flames of your fears and step onto the battlefield. Take this fierce battle to the boundaries of strife and consume me. Or lose yourself in the fight and watch your defeated corpse burn to ash. But remember this, citizens. The son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood. Very great. And just the moment of ascension. To you, the successor of Kremnos.
Okay, I get it. You just really don't want Kremnos to die, okay? But this isn't really the time.
Knew he was no match, yet he chose to fight till his very last breath. What about you, Mydei? Can your murderous intent match up to what fate has in store for you?
I think it can.
Prove to me that you are worthy of this power.
Excuse me? Okay, for a second there I was like, uh-huh. That
Mournful
uses up
cries,
so much health.
miserable wails. Kings of Kremnos, this is the power you desired?
I really was thinking on that.
Time to say bye. Boom.
That's half the work.
Because I do still hate those stupid archers the most.
I weep for the departed. It too shall
Again, banking on my Acheron staying alive long enough until she gets her ult off.
I grant you the blood of strife.
This raging power. I can hardly contain it.
Face me.
It's a blast. Restores HP and accumulates talent charge. Deals massive imaginary damage to one. And adjacent, then taunts the target and their adjacent targets. Okay.
Now accept your punishment. Forever do.
People are gonna die. Because I cannot. She just keeps getting knocked out.
destined for oblivion.
Yep. This is gonna go great.
May as well kill them all.
Allow me to
Oh my
persevere
god,
your
my
body
healer
and
can
mind.
go fucking once. Once. Holy shit.
The truth burns. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Thank God for the bunny. Oh, I guess I could do this too, huh?
Dying soul. Now accept your punishment. Forever do.
Yes.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Still have one more.
Shall abandon your mortal body, King of Kremnos.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
How noisy. Forever do.
Really getting put through the paces here. Poor Mighty. Poor Mighty.
May the foul stench dissipate. Time to cleanse the filth.
Free will,
They
or was it
they
fate?
really made Mighty have a shitload of health. The fact that he's sitting here with almost 6,000 HP and that's not even half. That's not even half.
Still waters of oblivion.
Fury upon you.
So now I don't feel so bad as he's going down.
Accept your punishment. Burn it all.
I should have paid attention to see how
Allow me
much
to
his
purge
health
the
was
root of the
before the beginning of this
Stand
fight.
still. Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
Okay, we survived the first. Okay. Hi.
Found you.
Why'd he suddenly appear? At least he didn't stab him.
I did my best.
The Choreflame trial is indeed no place for the weak. Let's just hope that Phainon gets through this.
There's no need to worry. His soul is in a stable condition. With ample rest for both body and mind, he'll be up and about in no time.
The greatest fear in the depths of his heart. Lord Phainon must have been forced to relive his past during the trial, and revisit his homeland that had fallen to the Black Tide.
In all likelihood.
Is the Black Tide really that scary? It's only normal to be unable to overcome your inner demons. I think Nias mentioned it before.
That is correct. He was willing to entrust the Choreflame to the Chrysosayers, because he was also pinning his hopes on us, to succeed him in shouldering the responsibility of resisting the Black
So
Tide.
Phainon would be a great one to do it because of what the Black Tide did to his family. He just needs to get over his weakness. Could you tell us more about this Black Tide?
It is one of the culprits that drives the people of Anthorius to madness. It was during the Era Bellica that this unspeakable thing first appeared.
Okay,
like
but
a
we call it
plague,
Black Tide. It's not that
alongside the
unspeakable.
3 titans of calamity.
Death, strife, trickery.
Nobody knows where it came from or how it came to be. What we do know, however, is that it is steadily encroaching upon what little remains of this tranquil land, much like a rising sea closing in on an island from all sides. It is for this very reason that it became known as the Black Tide. Those who succumb to it lose their reason and humanity, becoming vicious, mindless monsters. Mortals are not the only ones susceptible to its influence. Even gods and titans cannot escape from it.
According to Naius, Nikador, though one of the embodiments of calamity, also bears the responsibility of fending off the Black Tide. Perhaps that is also why Lord Phainon threw himself into the trial of strife so readily.
But now, we must look for alternative means of igniting the flames of strife.
And you're looking right at Mydei.
So, Aglaya, what should we do now?
I don't think he wants it.
You know very well the decision doesn't lie with me. As the successor to Kremnos, Mydei, you know better than anyone that if it was simply about emerging triumphant on the battlefield of strife, you and your people could manage it with ease. But ultimately, the heavy burden of divinity can only be borne by one. It is foolhardiness and indecision, not the unclaimed seat of divinity, that pushes this world into the deathly fog.
Are we at least gonna wait until our lovely friend wakes up? Phainon. So that way we could find out if he wants it or not. Wants it still or not.
Have you heard?
Return to your private bath chamber and discuss the present circumstances with Dan Hung. What? Oh, you're actually visiting! Hi! Hi! I'm so glad you took me up on my offer. Are you actually here to be a visitor? Or what? Oh, it's you. It's me! Ugh, for us to be calmly greeting each other for the first time without poking at our backs with the compass, nor pulling at each other's tails. I'm suddenly not used to this. When have I ever pulled on your tail? Our ancestor Zacharias once said, one person is an entire world, one person's pulling means everyone's pulling. Come to think of it, you're to blame for my idleness right now. You keep appearing at the most inopportune moments and interrupting my hot streak. I can't even get into the groove of things now. During this period, we should turn over a new leaf and find a proper job. Got any recommendations? Shit! The stupid dialogue thing! Teach them to store their valuables in the cellar so I won't have to rummage through the whole house while I'm at it. Good idea. Clear skies, green grass, citizens out and about. Our ancestor Zacharias once said the slightest thought is a sin on an idle afternoon. Let's leave that matter aside for now and tell me what you wanted to talk about. I'll banter with you. Sure? Kind of weird. My tales of thievery are even longer than Menestia's golden thread. I've stolen more things than Aquila has eyes. What do you wish to hear? The most harrowing heist or my proudest feat? Harrowing. There was no more thrilling escapade than the time Thanatos sent me a raven with a message. Bartholos, oh Bartholos, it said, you can steal everything beneath the sky except for one thing, Diorus' secret fruit, buried within the earth. How would you even be able to taste it? So I turned into a steel-clawed beast and dug into the earth for countless days, my journey ending with the fruit in my belly. Honestly, it didn't taste like much. So Thanatos said again, Bartholos, oh Bartholos, you can steal everything beneath the sky except for one thing. Oh, Circe's secret fruit, perched atop the grove. How would you even be able to taste it? Oh, so I turned into a bird and flew, resting my feet on 10 branches. My journey ending at the treetop. Honestly, it didn't taste like much. Hearing this, Thanatos laughed out loud. Bartholos, oh Bartholos, you have been fooled. I have summoned the currents from craggy crevices and the clouds of rolling dark to drop these true fruits bearing the core of death. Oh. Now the seeds of death grow within you. Your pranks will upend the lands and your tricks will wither all life, and all this will be in my service. That's so scary. I had no choice but to reply to it. That is harrowing, but who would eat the seeds along with the fruit? Whether you take it as truth or just a harmless telltale, that's up to you. Well, in Interesting. Gosh, you wouldn't be one of those types, would you? Obsessively digging the one's past, picking out its shattered fragments, and then presumptuously asserting that other party has been healing their trauma. I don't know. Maybe. Is it healed with every new chest you get? If you're thinking of pretending to empathize with me, then pretentiously persuading me to turn over a new leaf, you can save it. I have seen you in the past. It's very different from your present self. Whose leg are you pulling? Me? Obsequious and earnestly polite? Curious and full of energy? Only unleashing harsh words in a fit of powerless rage after being bullied? Do you see any resemblance between me and these phrases? Someone must be impersonating me. Or perhaps it could be one of the steps in my plan back then. That must be it. We're just chatting, don't get antsy. Am I? Nonsense. I am more than happy to acquiesce if you wish to speak on other things. But if you keep persisting on this manner, don't blame me for what happens next. Okay. What else did Zagreus say? Ancestor Zagreus left many pearls of wisdom. Alas, people nowadays are selectively blind, only heeding Circe's words. They can't even fathom that the paltry tricks of Circe are all that remains after Zagreus stole everything else. What do you wish to hear? Got any sayings for hacks of life? Any worldly warnings? Why not? Theft is but retrieving what belonged to you in the first place. That's Ancestor Zagreus' first lesson. Alright, well, I guess we're done. I shan't see you off, then. I should be on my walk on this idle afternoon. Bro, I'm glad he actually stopped by. I don't know if he actually took me seriously and was actually here to, like, purposely visit, but I'm glad that he showed up. Cool. Okay. An unspeakable thing of unknown origin. What comes to your mind when we put these words together? Stellaron, Eon, Leviathan, a cosmic mega octopus. Stellaron. That's right. If you think about the various characteristics of Amphoreus, an isolated world of eternal night being eroded by an unknown power, we cannot discount this possibility. This has been bothering me for a while now. Everything we have seen thus far suggests that Amphoreus wasn't always isolated from the rest of the universe. Be it the birth of the Titans or the encroaching Black Tide, none of these can be explained as a natural progression of a civilization. There must be other reasons for its current state of isolation. It's just, if the cancer of all worlds is truly the culprit, then we should have observed certain phenomena, explicit or otherwise, by now. But that isn't the case. The voice, antimatter, Stellaron... The voice? That's what I was thinking too. From past experience, the Stellaron within you should be able to resonate with other Stellarons, but we haven't encountered anything like that here. There are several other unanswered questions too. My gut feeling is that things here are not as simple as they seem. Furthermore, what happened in Penacony also proved that the appearance of a world may not necessarily be due to the influence of just one path. No sweat, the Trailblaze can tackle even 10 paths if it must. It could be an all-star cast, who knows, maybe Akabile's behind it all. In another sense, it's Penacony all over again. For now, let's just take things as they come. The Black Tide could be a good starting point. Since Nikador has fallen, those who were suppressed by them will no doubt begin to counterattack now. It seems our trailblazing expedition is growing in significance. Yeah, and how's the adventuring on getting to us going from Welt and Sunday? At the same time, on the other side of Marmorial Palace.
Don't worry, Dee. This isn't the first time he's been like this. A long time ago.
I'm not worrying about him.
Oh, all right. You're a little quiet, though.
Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry. That was rude of me. What I meant was, I know that man can pull through for sure.
How do you know?
It's all right. Being straightforward suits you better. Actually, Dee, there's something we're curious about. What did you see in Nikador's trial?
Him laughing at my face about my decisions to ignore my destiny.
Something that terrifies me.
My destiny.
Isn't that ironic? There shouldn't even be a word for fear in the Kremnoan language.
Do you think you stand a chance against that thing that terrifies you?
Is this also part of your grand scheme?
Okay, or Tribby could just actually be
What do
worried.
you mean?
Aglaya knew that Phainon might fall, and she expected me to take his place. That was the plan all along, wasn't it?
Alright, fine.
Yes.
Tribby's a
like you know
a scheming
everything.
little bastard just like Aglaya. Good to know.
I have no intention of condemning you for it. The Flame Chase journey is not a game, and I have long understood this. The downfall of Strife, and the ever-growing threat that the Black Tide poses. If Circes and Ornyx are also impacted, ramifications will be
Black
dire.
Tide's gonna take over quick.
They are the only two Titans who are still lucid and willing to coexist with humanity.
I wouldn't really say Ornox is really wanting to coexist anymore. I think Ornox wants to be done.
Regrettably, I do not hold the key to completing the trial. If I wish to conquer that fear, I need the assistance of my fellow Kremnoans. Give me some time to speak with my people. It won't take long, I promise.
Ah, I see. There is strength in numbers, but you must know that the trial to become a demigod is ultimately meant for only one individual. Your people. They have been eagerly awaiting a new king all this time, haven't they?
Maybe.
If you take on the divine role, they will have no reservations about following your lead. After all, you're the hero of Castrum Kremnos.
I once was. But Lady Trebios, therein lies my deepest fear.
Papa?
We'll talk again later.
Or Mama?
I'll be
Which one?
back.
Like, we were brought to the attention a lot of shit that happened
Dee?
between your parents.
Regardless of what happens, we will always be there for you.
Thank you.
Unless Aglaya tells me not to.
The person I'm looking for is probably in the hot bath. I should go take a look.
Okay.
The billowing steam always brings back memories of the furnaces in our homeland.
That took a
Children
while to
left
turn.
unattended by their parents? That's not safe.
Why? There's other parents here. That's completely fine. As long as there's an
Shouldn't
adult
run
in the
around
room,
and
why
hit
should
kids.
they watch their kids? I'm not fucking kidding. That happens even at my work.
Hey, it's the Crown Prince! Are you also here for a bath?
I want to hear stories about your feats on the battlefield.
The Crown Prince. Are you Kremnoans?
Yeah, we are! The grown-ups said we used to live next to the arena. Well, next to the parts next to it anyway.
Next to it, next to it, next to it.
My dad is a centurion with the Hydra Lancers, and my mom is the bravest warrior in the God Shield Brigade. We used to get tons of silver coins from Mr. Crateros.
Who's Crateros?
My parents are serving in the Holy City garrison now. As warriors of Kremnos, they're braver than any Archiman.
Why are you kids here alone? Where are the grown-ups?
Mom and Dad were asleep, so we snuck out to play hide and seek with Mr. Crateros.
Who's Crateros?
That old man can be such a child sometimes. Do you know where Crateros is? I happen to be looking for him.
Sorry, I don't. Come to think of it, we haven't seen him in a while. Did he get lost while trying to find us?
Maybe.
No way! Mr. Crateros is a member of the Royal Wing Elites. He's the best at hunting down enemies. He was counting near Verax Leo when we went to hide. I thought about taking a peek, but who knows if it might be a trap he set.
It was prudent of you to be cautious. So, which Verax Leo was he with?
Because apparently there's a lot of them here.
It's, just take a few turns after you go out from here. It's close to the backs.
You didn't even tell me which way to
Alright,
start.
I'll go look for him. You should consider the game over and head home for now. And don't play around the hot baths again.
Wait, Your Highness!
Is there something else?
I heard you retrieved Nicodor's Choreflame. Does that mean we get to go back home soon?
No,
Have you ever been to Castrum Kremnos?
I
We
don't
were
think
all
so.
Born in the Holy City. and are living lives no different from the Akamans. Everything you know about our people comes only from the tales of others. You have never even witnessed the blade in the sky with your own eyes. How, then, is a city you've never seen your home?
Oh, I see.
Because this place is definitely not home. Mom and Dad told me that the children of Kremnos are born to wield swords and fight on the battlefield.
They also said that the Kremnoan detachment led by the Crown Prince is the bravest army across all of Emphorius. No one can defeat them.
The kids in the Holy City don't play with us. The moment they find out that our parents are Kremnoans, they shun us.
Wow, who would have guessed?
We don't care. We all know that the Crown Prince will take us home one day.
That time has not yet arrived. But, young men of Kremnos, heed my command. Return to your parents at once. From here on, you are to dedicate yourselves to rigorous training and a healthy diet. You must not neglect these two aspects if you are to become a brave warrior of Kremnos.
Hey, do whatever you can to trick him, right?
Only by following this path can you be deemed worthy of returning home.
Yes, Your Highness!
Oh,
Future
kids
of
and gullible.
Kremnos. I should find Krateros.
So gullible.
There he is.
Rat! Oh, it's the Crown Prince of Castrum Kremnos.
Get a grip. We're here by order of the Council of Elders. Even the Chrysos heirs have to think twice before doing anything to us.
I'm not doing anything?
Out of my way, lackeys of the Council.
What?
The Civil Guard of Akama is on official duty. Please keep out of this area.
With what?
Calm down, my lord. Play nice.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I'll allow you to pass this time, but just this once.
What?
So, you think yourself knowledgeable? Then here is a question for you. Do you know how Chrysius Leo in Castrum Kremnos came to be mounted on the wall? I don't know, my lord. How did it come to be? Let me enlighten you. A long time ago,
I don't know why
founder
those
of
two
Castrum Kremnos
felt that I couldn't
led a group of warriors
talk
hunt
to
down a
Krateros
lion
when he's
on
not
the
doing
outskirts
anything.
of the city of Tritos. That vicious beast had been a menace for years, and the bones in its den were stacked even higher than the peaks around Akama. But do you know what happened? Nary a moment had passed after the beast's head peeked out of its den, when the Kremnoan warriors surged forward and brought it down within the blink of an eye, shattering its knees with a single strike. And then... Why are you red-faced already? We haven't even gotten to the best part yet.
I would not say it's even close to being red-faced.
Your storytelling, my lord. You're weaving such a captivating tale that it got my blood pumping. Please, go on. Well, if it isn't Lord Mydei. It's been a while. Oh, what in Akama is happening? To what do I owe the pleasure, son of Gorgo?
Krateros. My esteemed teacher.
Let's talk somewhere else, Mydei. I'm tired of speaking with this silly lion.
What about the Council's informants?
Why are they here?
Those two hyenas are nothing but scavengers of rotten meat. They couldn't bite even if they tried.
But why are they here?
They can follow us if they want to. Let's go.
Is it just to keep an eye on Krateros? I'm so confused as to why we're even messing with this.
How in the world did Chrysius Leo get mounted on the wall?
You'll never know. You'll never know. Drop it.
Keep up with us, you hyena. Oh, sorry. I meant officers.
Okay.
Hey, old man, how dare you?
I think that is exactly what it is now.
Calm down.
it's because they're supposed to be watching over him. I love Akama. It's such a great and... Hello?
Don't fall behind now.
It's
Unless
such
you
a
want to
great
upset our
city.
friends here.
Don't you dare try any tricks with us.
How can we try any tricks with you when the doors take 5 centuries to open up?
We're almost there.
And you guys phase through the doorway. Let me get that for you real quick, my man. There you go.
Why have you stopped?
This is a nice spot for a private chat.
Shall we, sir?
We'll go fight?
Let's do it.
We gotta fight?
What are you up to?
Just a quick little knockout.
Someone help me!
Some privacy at last. So, tell me, why have you come to seek this old man's counsel?
This is why he couldn't play hide and seek.
I came
because
to
these
discuss
two- the
the
council.
future of the Kremnoans.
Interesting. I heard the Choreflame of the Lance of Fury has been restored, though not by your hand. And you're even considering giving up Nikador's divine power. Is this true?
So was it supposed to naturally go to him
Those
then?
rumors are not entirely groundless.
In other words,
So he is just trying to
you
avoid
did
whatever
entertain
destiny
the
he
thought
had.
of giving up the throne of Kremnos and forsaking your people.
Is that what it means, not accepting Nikador's
Divine
flame?
power is not equivalent to the throne. The path of strife is also not our people's only way.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Oh my god.
Enough with the word games.
Old people!
You, of all people, should understand the plight of the Kremnoans. Think about all the warriors of the Kremnoan detachment who left their homeland with you. Think about their children. Only the yearning for our former glory days has kept us going all this time. If they ever learn that the crown prince they look up to so much is actually toying with the notion of stepping down, think of the disgrace it would bring upon your departed mother, Martimos.
That's not a topic we should be using. Maybe
You best
don't.
remember that she died for you because of Europon's schemes. To restore the glory of Kremnos.
Oh yeah, because his father
Since
was the
you brought that
one... Hold on.
Tell me, who is responsible for my father's death?
His father was the king that... I'm gonna assume that his father was the king that wanted to try to rein in Nikador or make him crazy. He was the one part of that plot? I think? I'm confused, and a lot of this happened a while ago.
Are you trying
42
to shame
days.
me, Mighty
43.
Mos? I may be old, but I haven't become so decrepit that I've forgotten it all. Of course I remember that Europon died when the Kremnoan detachment surrounded him. You drove the spear into his chest with your very own hands.
That was merely the final outcome. Do you still not see it? What led my parents and our people to their downfall is none other than the strife we speak of. The quest for glory. The tenet of valorous death before glorious return. This is the creed of every Kremnoan, no matter whether these beliefs are justified or not.
Don't be ridiculous. The only thing that could slay a king is a spear. Even an infant knows that much.
Okay. Weird statement. I'm gonna go past that and actually talk again about... Okay, so... The reason why Mydei really doesn't want to take up the throne and everything is because of the poisonous way that he sees the Kremnoans... Oh, valor, dignity... I can't think of the right word right now. But he thinks because of the general thought process and, like, way that they're... Oh, man, words are failing me when I don't need them to fail me. He doesn't believe in the old ways of Kremnos because he sees it as the reason why his mother died and why he ended up being forced to pierce his father with the spear. Got it. So if he did want to be king, he'd want to change this.
I'm
assuming
to your mother that I would guard your crown with my life. I never foresaw that the son of Gorgo himself would be the first to turn his back on the Kremnoan spirit. Gorgo. Your mother bore that name. The name of the great founder of Castrum Kremnos. And she upheld that name with honor.
Uh-huh.
If you choose to turn your back on her legacy, like a wretched deserter, do not fault me for withholding my loyalty, Mydei.
That's fine.
I came to discuss the future of our people with you. But it appears this is not the right time yet.
Okay.
Mydei. Ha! That's what those Chrysos heirs call you, isn't it? Go down the path you have deemed correct. Deep down, you have always been one to do as you please. And I am well aware that no one can deter you once you've made up your mind. But don't you ever dream of renouncing the traditions of Kremnos.
Old people need
We
to
may
back the fuck
reside
up
in Akama now,
in Emphorius.
but we remain eternally bound to strife by blood.
Bloodlines no longer hold any significance in this era of destruction.
My young lord, always bear this in mind. Never reveal your vulnerabilities to anyone. A lion should never dwell amidst its prey, especially when it wields power enough to dominate the entire hunting ground.
Okay.
Eurupon, the boy did nothing wrong! This is murder! Do not sully the noble name of Kremnos with the blood of an innocent child. You mustn't reveal your weaknesses to the enemy.
Enough! My decision is final. We must use this child's life to preserve the soul of the great Nikador. We must save Castrum Kremnos.
It's their play.
Don't be absurd. Those tiny hands lack the strength to even lift a spear. Do you truly believe him a threat to Castrum Kremnos?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it is something akin to something that actually happened in Sparta. Because I actually don't know the Spartan history that well, and what I do know was kind of given to me by Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And even then, you know, it's still a fictional work it's still fictional work. So I can't be like 100% trustworthy on it, but I'm gonna assume that this story of the king being told by... Granted, he hasn't said he's been told by somebody that he's gonna be that the kid's gonna be the destroyer of Castrum Kremnos. But it sounds like it's the same plotline that we went down with Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
You'll be ending the bloodline of Kremnos if you do this. Our millennia-old glory will become nothing more than a joke.
Have you forgotten
you couldn't
that
have
we
another baby?
Kremnoans place no value in bloodlines? It is through pure bloodshed and slaughter that the kings of Kremnos have ascended to the throne. As for our millennia-old glory, it has always been a joke in my eyes. Glorify it all you want, but it will not alter the nature of slaughter. Those who revel in it are but murderers. They are no more noble than the most monstrous beasts in Amphorius.
Kinda sounds like his dad had the same thoughts about him not liking the old things.
Which one did not inherit the crown only after plucking it from the lifeless body of his father? But listen to yourself now. Do you truly believe you can cleanse the blood from your hands through mere words alone?
Nay, quite the contrary. I will end this cycle of bloodshed.
Or maybe he was
Starting
just
with
scared to
this
die.
child. With these blood-stained hands,
Maybe
I
he was
will
scared to
end
die.
it all.
Your failure is inevitable, Europe. You are just a coward who can only raise his blade against his own child! A beast that murders his own kin. Royal Wing elites and Ephors of Kremnos! You cannot sit idly by and watch this atrocity unfold. If you consider yourselves the honorable sons and daughters of Gorgo, then take up your spears and join me in putting an end to this bloody charade!
Does anyone else have any objections? If so, come forward with your spear and prove your
With your
mettle.
spear.
Understood.
5, 4, 3. No one dare stand by my side. Cowards! Has that crown stripped you of your courage? 2.
Crowds? That sounded like the baby. Not the
It
crowds.
appears there are no objections. Then, in accordance with the Kremnoan Council's principle of tacit consent, the decision is final. With all present as witnesses, this child shall descend into the Sea of Souls, where he will nourish the Lance of Fury and join the fallen heroes. May fate and the gods await your arrival. My son, Mydei.
Chuck the baby.
If you have more to say, then speak. On account of the life we have shared together, I grant you this one final chance.
With the Blade of Fury above us and the Council bearing witness, I, Gorgo, hereby move to challenge the crown in accordance with the laws of Kremnos.
Okay.
O unworthy king, in the name of the Council of Elders, I demand that you duel me!
Very well. We shall see who the Kremnoan blade strikes down.
Mydei, my son.
Who probably still got chucked into
They
the
all
sea.
tell me to forget. But how could I ever? The son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood. If there is no Kremnos without the crown, then I shall seize the crown and smash it to pieces to bring the people to their senses.
Man, oh, you know what's funny? Is that it went away. I just realized that one of the people standing in the crowd right behind my head was Kratos. He was the only one without a helmet on, so that way you could know which one he was. What a great story. Man, it's great. Ever since the battle with Nikador, you haven't slept so soundly in ages. Even if death itself came to rouse you, you'd probably retort, "Why does life slumber? Because the bed is warm." Yet a chill from the river of souls wafted by, a sensation hauntingly familiar. Could death truly be at your door? Best to open your eyes just in case. Hey, it's Casterus!
Mister, you're awake.
Hi. No wonder I felt a chill. Casterus, why does life slumber? Why are you here? No wonder I felt
Is the
a
room
chill.
too cold?
No. Not the reason.
I apologize for arriving uninvited. I saw that you were still asleep, so I took the liberty of
Okay,
waiting
how
nearby.
close? Because you were, like, very close to
bring
me when
a
I woke
message
up.
from Lady Aglaya. She has prepared a gift for you and Don Hong, and wishes to present it to you in person.
Okay. A gift, gimme! What are we waiting for? Let's go. Okay.
I'm glad you're in good spirits. All right, let's set off.
Until you tell me how Phainon's doing, my spirits may quickly go down. Revealed the past in the trial of Theosis. the past gain through your travels. Head to the... Oh, yeah, the book. The book. Gotta write it down, Gotta keep it updated. I almost forgot what you sounded like. Oh, new stories? Toji, why are you off reading them by yourself? I want in too. I knew you'd show up. Just sneaking a peek for now. Just so I can spoil it for you. No way! I'll bonk you on the head with my pink wand. It's a quill? It's a quill. I don't remember where to go. If I have it, I might not have it. I don't think I have it yet. Oh, wait, right here, write story. I need to write the story first. What visage comes into view? Those flame-chasing people, those forgotten stories, as I've written. Huh. Nations, why the aversion? Oh, hold on. I'm in the way. Alright. Since which day did he become known as Mydei? His strength rivals all lands, but the man pays it no heed. For only the authority of a king can end another king, and only strife can end strife. The torrent of conquest crosses the barrens, yet with homeland's blood it is destined to be stained. None dare to shake his hand in greeting, or for his hands burn as the blazing sun, soaked in the might of the flames. What a mighty feat it is. In the aftermath of defeat, the man digs graves for the deceased soldiers, burying thousands with his own hands. In that fight, he crushed all invading blades with his fists. A body immortal may never fall, but tears of pain in his heart still flow.
His years of drifting made him detest water's waves.
They say that is the reason he's so unwilling to weep. But in Idonia's blizzards, he once did cry, a tear shed among the storm and frost that bloomed into a lily stained with blood. Don't bring back Melania. Like his undying body, the flower never wilts. In time, the entire world will turn to ash. This haughty man shall be the one to leave behind the world's final beauty, though none are willing to believe. Unlike his kin, those patterns are carved with his blood, a matter so suspicious it stirs the ambitions of the mundane.
A blade that can cut through the mighty must be enough to slay gods.
The people to this day still seek it, yet it is simply a tradition he follows closely. Do not let your enemy notice that you're bleeding and thus convince them that you are someone unsurpassed, a warrior of supreme.
Apart from Kremnos' traditions, what do you have left?
The stories of the past forged his body, the white-haired friend once asked. The man goes silent and still, his gaze burning into the horizon, looking for a distant past. In his days of wandering, his same question was asked by thousands upon thousands, and he never denied.
That is why I walk on this path.
That's not a great answer. But sure, man, I'll take it. Yep, another one's been lit. Yay! Nothing else, right? Did you know that Akuma is full of stories about Midei? He's just bursting with tales. Are all princes like that? Who's stronger, him or Phainon? I'm really curious about the curse of immortality. And how did he manage to get that powerful? Me too. It's really hard to imagine what an undying body is like. If his arm accidentally fell off, would it become an immortal arm? Yeah, it sounds terrifying. Sounds like a great... Make a great weapon. Ugh, now I've got that image stuck in my head. No, that's no good. Let's talk about something else. I heard someone say that his ability isn't immortality, but defying death. Even if he suffers a fatal wound, he can resist the call of Thanatos and force his way out of the realm of the dead. Now that's an unbelievable kind of power. Still, there really are way too many rumors about Midei flying around. If they were all true, he wouldn't even have time to eat, would he? I wonder who's spreading all the stories. Sure is mysterious, don't you think? Varix Leo. I mean, he's kind of the culprit for a lot of shit, so Varix Leo? Kind of my first pick. Alright, Castris, let's go. I'm too far forward. There
The baths are bustling. Now that Nikador has fallen, the soldiers in the city can finally catch a break.
I love that she's like, they can finally catch a break, and that lady just says, I don't know how long I can live like
Is
this.
that Lady Treby and Lady Trianne?
You must have forgotten. This is a precious relic from our hometown. We definitely all saw it back then. Trianne, this is a counterfeit. We both know it's impossible for something this fragile to have survived all those years in one piece.
How would you know?
Nothing is impossible. We are fragile too, but we still got through those...
Okay, but we also... You guys also broke into 3 pieces.
Look at that color! And how it glitters in the light. It's exactly as we remember it. Why won't you buy it? If someone else gets to it before us, we'll miss our chance forever. Calm down, Trianne. You need rest.
Please, there's no need to fret. If you need more time to make a decision, I can put this aside for you until tomorrow. Or until you're ready?
No, it's all right. Trianne is just... She'll come to her senses tomorrow. We'll be off first. Trianne is just... what? Trianne is super mad, that's what! You've forgotten all about Mama! Mama gave us something just like this before! Trianne...
A great conversation.
See you tomorrow? I hope you two patch things up soon.
Who knows, lady? Just run while you can.
May the winds of fortune bless you.
I don't think you want to know the rest of what's going to happen.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could you tell me what Lady Treby and Lady Trianne were discussing just now?
Oh, it's Miss Castorus. It's been a while.
Uh-huh.
Well, honestly, I'm not quite sure myself. See, I have a little hobby of collecting handicrafts. Some time ago, I found this trinket being sold at the Marmorial Market, and bought it to use as decoration at my stall. When Lady Treby and Lady Trianne walked by earlier, Lady Trianne happened to catch sight of it, and promptly insisted that it was a precious memento from her hometown. But Lady Treby believed it to be a counterfeit.
So she wasn't even selling it.
Couldn't possibly be from Yanis.
She wasn't even selling it. It was just a trinket that she had as a decoration.
Glassware surviving the Chrysos War is simply too low. For some reason, Lady Trianne became awfully upset after hearing that.
I see. Madam, would you mind selling this trinket to me?
Certainly. It's just... if it truly is a relic from Yanisopolis.
Really?
It could be worth a small fortune.
Never mind. Now she's just being a bitch.
Miss Castorus, I'm running a business here after all, so...
Uh-huh.
I understand. Feel free to name your price.
Castorus, you are so freaking nice. It is unbelievable. Not so fast. I object to this. Glare at her in silence.
And what might your concerns be, my friend?
You're a bitch. You've got some nerve trying to rip off a Chrysos heir. Treby already called it a fake. Are you trying to pull a fast one on us?
Fine. I'll sell it to you at cost, as a sign of goodwill, Miss Castorus. Just promise to support my business in the future.
Much appreciated. Thanks for helping me out. I'm not one to venture out often, and while I have some savings, it takes a lot out of me to even talk to people, let alone haggle.
Oh, okay.
Had you not been here, I would have been set back plenty.
Alright, so because you don't haggle often...
The authenticity of the piece isn't important. What matters is that it holds special meaning for Lady Trianne and reminds her of her hometown.
That's... okay.
I've long wished to show my gratitude.
I'm glad
for
I was
Lady
here and
Trianne's
said
care,
something like that.
but I haven't been able to come up with any ideas for a suitable gift. This chance encounter today feels like divine intervention. Perhaps this is the gift I've been searching for. Still, this trinket is admittedly rather fragile. I will have to make some adjustments and stitch it onto wool felt to protect it. That way, no matter how much Lady Trian runs around, it won't break easily. Alright, back to business after that little detour. Let's keep moving. Don't stray far now. We've already kept Lady Aglaia waiting long enough.
I'm pretty sure Lady Aglaia is fine. I thought I was about to take up that elevator without her being on it because she took a second to step on. Danhong!
It seems your friend arrived before us.
Well, if he wasn't in the bath, it makes sense that he arrived before us. Just saying. You're finally here, Toji.
Welcome, Cass. And you as well, trailblazer from beyond the sky.
You're up so early, Danhong. I didn't expect you to call me that. The gift, gimme.
Your companion here kindly explained the meaning behind the name to me earlier. Through him, I've come to understand that you and your friends walk the paths of Kefali and Yanis in places beyond the sky.
Oh.
Addressing you appropriately is the least I can do, as a show of respect.
Oh, okay. So she, after Danhong explained a little bit more about our Eons versus their Titans, she now has a comparison of the Titans that we follow.
For all that has happened, it was never our intention to drag you two into the battle against Nikador and jeopardize your safety. To express our gratitude for your kind, trailblazing endeavors, we would like to present you with the highest honor of Akima.
Okay. Sorry, had to move.
This is the dew of divine blood, brewed from crops nourished by the blood of the Titans. It is said that only 12 bottles
Why am I
existed.
getting divine blood?
The last 3 bottles are now being kept in the treasure vault of Akima.
Why do I need divine
Back
blood?
in the days of prosperity,
Hey
cities
Tim,
fortunate
welcome back
enough
to the
acquire
chat
it
stream.
regarded it
Hopefully
as
your
one
day
of
is
the
going well.
greatest
Thanks for the
treasures
hydrate.
Ever. Unsealing it during a ceremony held in honor of 2 cities' diplomatic ties was the highest form of respect one could show the other.
Sorry, work is texting me. God. They're basically asking me to do a route for a town that is in our district, but it's also like 35-40 minutes away from us, and I am not gonna be working past— I don't work past 6 o'clock for my work at night. I don't do that because fuck that. I'm tired of working. After doing 5 years of doing activities to where I worked like late fucking nights or long freaking days, I'm not working after 6 p.m. anymore. And so it's like, sure,
In keeping
I'll
with
do it as long as I'm
tradition,
clocked out by 6.
Akima dedicates this drink to our esteemed guests from beyond the sky, in appreciation of what you have done for us.
Okay. My hand is trembling under the weight of this gift. I'm not of drinking age yet? Sure. This precious gift isn't simply a token of gratitude, though, is it, Lady Aglaia?
Very perceptive, Mr. Dunhung. Your heroic deeds have proven that you come in good faith. With the dew of divine blood as testament, we wish to forge an alliance with the Trailblazers.
Okay. With all due respect, won't forging an alliance with the Chrysos heirs embroil us in the conflicts within Alchema? I'm sure you can understand where our misgivings come from, Lady Aglaya. Right, we need to think about this first. Ah, my gift, my gift! Having said that, Lady Aglaya, please don't misunderstand. We will still do what we can to assist you in the Flame Chase journey. It's just, I've heard of the friction between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Akama. As outsiders, we are wary of getting caught up in this conflict.
Wow! Gray and Danny have sharp eyes indeed. You'd make outstanding members of the Twilight Courtyard.
What the hell is that?
No need to worry, by the way. I can tell from Lady Aglaya's tone of voice and micro-expressions that she's being genuine.
Who is this cotton candy lady? What?
Not only are you guests from beyond the sky, but you've also done so much for Akama. You're practically heroes to us all. Lady Aglaya would never subject you to Aquila's judgment.
You are...
Hyacinth. Thank you for taking care of the wounded of the past few days.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. The patients are very cooperative when we attend to them. I'm just thrilled to see them all going home healthy again. Oh, it's Cassie. Oh, I've missed you.
Cass has a lot of nicknames. Castorus has a lot of nicknames. Who's this Gray Danny? You know, they're trying. They're trying for nicknames so hard. Is Aglaya's nickname Agley? Based on how you gave everybody else nicknames? I might not be far off the mark.
You can't say that. Lady Aglaya should always be Lady Aglaya.
Lady Aglaya. Sure. This girl, she's a natural at making friends. She reminds me of an old friend with pink hair. So am I? No.
As an acolyte of Aquila, I'm here to bring healing light to the world. Plus, I've heard you're also children of the distant skies. Fate must have brought us together.
Okay.
Can we be friends? I'd love to hear your tales of the sky. And oh, it's a rare occasion that Akama presents such an invaluable gift to guests. Lady Aglaya, may I have the honor of tasting it too?
I don't think that's the point.
Of course you may.
Never mind.
Esteemed guests of Akama, please believe me when I say that this gift carries no hidden agendas. As for the matter of the Alliance, you need not give me an answer here and now.
Well, if you insist. Oh, she's here to help Aglaya recruit us. Sure. I'll drink it, I guess. I see. In that case, we will accept this gift from Akama. We welcome the chance to talk with you, Lady Hyacinth.
Oh, yay! Then I'll get started on my questionnaire.
Okay. Can we get a drink? Pardon the question, but I've been meaning to ask this for a while. Micro-expressions, tone of voice, questionnaires. Are these all part of the usual skill set for Aquila's priests?
Allow me to do the honors. This young lady is Hyacinth, assistant lecturer of the new sporists at the Grove of Epiphany, and head nurse at the medical institution known as the Twilight Courtyard.
I still don't know any of that.
Many of the Chrysos heirs suffered injuries during Nikador's attack on Akama, so the Grove sent Lady Hyacinth to treat the wounded in Akama.
But what I'm really good at is helping people sort out what ails their mind and spirit. If you're ever feeling troubled, come find me. A little sunbathing in the courtyard will chase all your worries away.
Oh, so you're a therapist. Thank you. We will keep that in mind. Yeah, my mind's actually been pretty steady for a while now.
It looks like everything's sorted out now. The patients have also all recovered. I think it's time for me to head back, Lady Aglaya.
I would love to keep you in Akama for a few more days, but I would hate to provoke the ire of the Grove. As it happens, Akama intends to send a messenger to the Grove for updates about the research on the Black Tide. We also want to communicate our desire to discuss the retrieval of Circe's Choreflame at the earliest convenience.
Oh, that sounds pretty serious. Lady Aglaya, you can't be asking me.
No need to fret. We won't put you on the spot. Trianne will be going there as the diplomatic messenger of Arkema, and Castris will be accompanying her.
I happen to have a few questions for Professor Anaxa as well.
I have seen a
regarding
lot of
the
stuff about
missing Titan
Anaxa.
Thanatos.
Mostly a lot of people kind of thirsting over him. Since this involves Alchema's diplomatic affairs, we'll give you some privacy. Let's go out and play, back to bed again, boring.
If you're not keen on just sitting around, Mr. Trailblazer, why not go with them? The Grove is a picturesque place, perfect for sightseeing.
That's a wonderful suggestion. Come visit the Grove, Gray. I'd be delighted to show you around.
Uh-huh. Sounds good. Gaining more insight into the customs and geography of different regions of Amphorius is also part of trailblazing.
In that case, do bring this spindle along with you. This tool, called the weft, is used to spin thread and has been passed down in my family through generations. Though it doesn't see much practical use nowadays, it's become a symbol of great significance. In this respect, it is the perfect token to represent my will. If you encounter trouble at the Grove, just take this out and show it to them. While you're in the Grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not, allowing you to see things as I would.
Why would I need to see
Castris
it like
knows
you
this
would?
too. Make good use of it. Trianne is already waiting for you at the outskirts of Arkema.
Is it to help us learn
So I
more
won't
about
keep
the
you any
courtyard
longer.
and stuff? Like, is that the
Good.
reason for it? I don't get it. But sure, I guess I'll take it. Thank you.
I'm glad to be in your company again, mister.
Tell me about the Titan known as Thanatos.
Thanatos controls my fate, in a sense. The curse I bear came from them. And they have something of mine. Something of great importance that I must get back from them.
Oh! Is it your ability to die? Who was
When I
Professor
studying at the
Anaxa?
Grove alongside
Sorry.
Phainon and the others.
Oh, I shouldn't be
Professor
saying
Anaxa was responsible
that's
for
fine.
teaching us about the Chrysos heirs and the Titans. That's also when I met Miss Hyacinth. She was Anaxa's teaching assistant then.
Okay. What's the
The Grove of Epiphany is Arkema's partner academy. They look after the Choreflame of Circes and are the organization at the forefront of researching phenomena such as the Black Tide and the Titans. They also provide academic research support for the Flame Chase journey. Several Chrysos heirs are based in the Grove, including Miss Hyacinth and Professor Anaxa.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry, I'm really feeling the being back into the story. Oh man, long dialogues. You know, this is also why it was really hard for me to want to get back into Yakuza 0, because I got to a point where it was just some long dialogue scenes, and then I got stuck on a quest, a main story quest thing, that I actually had to look up and figure out how the hell to move the story on. Oh my god. So, like, I'm glad that at least with these games it's a lot easier to figure out, like, what to do with the story. But, yeah, I can tell after, you know, an hour and a half of mostly just listening to dialogue, it gets on you. I'm glad I had a monster ready today. I don't have any more questions. Let's go!
I came here with a colleague from the Twilight Courtyard. I've asked her to pack her luggage in advance, so she's already waiting for us by the city gates. Let's go meet up with her.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to finish this conversation with work, but they just keep dragging it on. Good lord. Meet up with Hyacinth and friends.
Look, there she is. And Lady Trianne. But...
Yeah, who's on the ground?
Clementine? Oh, that's a serious injury.
Wasn't Don Hung supposed to come with us?
Was discovered by Trianne. Trianne was in a bad mood this morning, so we went to the outskirts of Akama for some fresh air. But then we found him collapsed on the roadside. Trianne knows the city has good doctors, so Trianne brought our new friend into the city to look for a doctor.
How can you call him a new friend if they've been passed out?
I was waiting here for Miss Hyacinth when I bumped into Lady Trianne. But by then, this man was already in critical condition, so I had to perform some emergency treatment first.
These wounds, they're caused by the Black Tide.
So that means the Black Tide's getting hella close to
bad.
Akama.
Clementine, prepare a ward for this man at once. I'll treat him myself. It's a miracle he's still alive, considering how badly the Black Tide injured him. Grey, Cassie, and Trianne, would you mind making your way to the grove first? Once this man is out of danger, Clementine and I will join you.
Okay.
As a healer, I cannot ignore those in need of medical attention.
Especially one that isn't this much
I
of a need.
understand. May fate have mercy on this poor man.
This poor
Trianne
man.
believes he'll get better. Everybody, follow Trianne! Fly, fly, fly away from Akama!
I mean, in a way, that doesn't sound good.
Down this road we go, to the skies we fly, leaving Akama behind!
Okay, are you gonna help
Little
fly?
Cass, Little Gray, are you ready?
I guess. Are we not using the sentry gate?
You might not be aware of this, but using the sentry gate takes a significant toll on Lady Trianne.
That's why Phainon usually does it, right?
Trianne promised Treeby that we wouldn't open the gate unless we had no other choice.
Oh. Okay,
I'm
let's
ready
go.
too.
How are we gonna fly? I can't fly.
Everybody, let's hold hands. To the
We're
grove we
Peter.
go.
We're gonna Peter Pan this. Sure.
It's harder than I thought to sew gemstones onto Wolfeld.
Cass, mem.
Cass has such nimble fingers. I want to learn too.
Mim wants to try sewing. Here, why don't you give it a go?
How are you two so close already? Cass and I are now good friends after traveling together for so many days.
It's hard not to like Mim when they're so adorable.
Debatable.
This is amazing. It seems as if their voice has become more intelligible after the battle with Nikador.
Yeah, we noticed that too.
After spending the last few days together, I feel like I'm gradually gaining the ability to understand what they're saying. Even if it's just a little.
This shows that I'm learning new things. Once I obtain the memory of poking Wolfelt, will I grow hands that are as pretty as Cass's hands? That just sounds weird. Scary, don't teach her how to sew, Cass. That's horrible. You can't say that to a girl. I was just kidding. Anyway, I believe that this trip to the Grove of Epiphany will definitely be a fruitful one. How exciting. I wonder what changes I'll experience next. You'll learn a new powerful ability. You might become fluffier, transform into a cute girl now. That's at the end of the Amphorius adventure where March just shows up and Mem and her become one. Do you like cute little animals that much? Are you secretly the type that cares a lot about outward appearances?
Cute. Is everybody awake? Little Gray, Little Cass, and a little pink puppy?
That is one way to call it. I've become a different species altogether, and here I thought she would just give me a nickname like Little Memmy.
It's already action hour. Lady Trianne, I hope you're well rested.
Oh, noon. I had to look
You
at
were
that going, what do you
talking in
mean
your
by
sleep.
action hour?
Did you dream of many things?
Sleep talking? What did Trian say?
Nothing embarrassing, right?
Something like, Mommy, doll with sword, let's fight together. We'll be brave.
Ugh, it's so embarrassing.
Definitely something embarrassing.
Please don't make fun of Trian.
Of
We
course
were
not.
just answering your question.
Wasn't Lady Trian's mother also the Holy Maiden of Yanisopolis?
Uh-huh. Mama was the strongest holy maiden in all of our history. She also gave us the prophecy of deliverance. And she had red hair that looked like a cute red mushroom. But Trian can't remember what Mama looked like anymore. Not even in the dream just now.
Well, sometimes that comes with age.
Mem.
In that case, Toji and I will lend Trian a hand. So what's your superpower? But you don't have hands, only paws. It's just a figure of speech. Think about it. There's so many memories scattered all over this world. Surely at least one contains an image of Trian's mama. If I keep a lookout for it while searching for memories along our journey, then Toji can go boom! And not only will Trian be able to remember what her mama looks like, she'll even be able to talk with her. Right? I was just like a half a second faster than Mem.
Thinks that's a great idea. Can the pink puppy help Trian out?
Call it Mem. Only if you promise to stop calling me a pink puppy.
And I'll call you Little Memmy from now on.
That's much better. Still, I'd like to know what exactly I am. This was just a name I came up with on a whim. Oh well, it doesn't matter because I'll be sticking to my word anyway. Now that Trian has cheered up, shall we get going?
Okie dokie. Trian remembers that we need to help Aggie ask the big tree whether Cersei's would be willing to visit Akama.
Oh, to die?
Follow this woven trail and keep going upward, we'll reach the grove in no time.
I feel like that's what we're basically gonna ask them. I don't, well, I guess, I don't know.
Legend has it that whenever they requested an audience with Cersei's, Nestia would always come to the meeting in a long white dress. As the warps and wefts of the dress came into—
Look! A huge tree! It's huge!
Anyway, I kind of lost my train of thought because they talked more. Okay, I'll take out the camera. A giant tree bowed slightly in the silent forest, tilting and falling into the wilting green waves. A passing breeze rustled through the leaves as if it was sighing, softly fading into the lightless ocean above on high. Would March 7th appreciate this sublime scene? You're uncertain. Dan Heng, perhaps. Never mind. Every time he encounters a tree as big as this one, it would be a deeply troubling situation. Why? Take a photo. I don't know why it'd be troubling. Why is it troubling? I never failed to impress. This photo deserves an award. What is this huge tree, though?
It's the Bough of Rift, the divine body of Cersei's. Flora began to grow where they planted their roots, and this flatland basin upon which we stand gradually became a large, verdant forest.
Yeah, by taking the flame, I'm pretty sure we
A
are
long
just
time ago,
making the Titans pass on.
the first scholar, led the masses to build a garden and courtyard in the forest, naming the site the Grove of Epiphany. There, people sought mental clarity, knowledge, and enlightenment.
Trian knows this. Everybody says that was how this big academy came to be.
Okay, but I didn't know it. But is this academy supposed to be this quiet?
Something feels off. The Grove has always welcomed scholars. So too would Cersei's give us her delicate leaves and extend her branches in greeting. Yet, it seems both the Grove's messengers and the Titan are indifferent to our arrival.
I wonder why. So we have no way in. Is the grove closed to visitors? What an inconsiderate
That
type.
doesn't seem likely. Miss Hyacinth didn't mention anything about it.
Maybe everybody's still asleep because classes haven't started yet. They don't want to be disturbed, so they shut the entrance.
Anytime, game. For now, let's look around and see if we can find out what's happened.
This place is too quiet. What in the world is going on?
Oh, Trian found it! Everybody, fly an entrance on the other side. Where could it be?
It's not that difficult, guys.
Ogre's eyes are so sharp!
I knew you would find it. The courtyard of Storgi should be just ahead of us.
Breathe out the old and inhale the new.
Decree of the Seven Sages. Too bad I'm not gonna read that.
As I expected, something's not right here.
Even though we're not scholars, someone should have come forward to receive us by now.
Not to mention that this whole place is also eerily quiet.
Maybe Aglaia didn't give them a heads up, maybe something happened, maybe they really are asleep.
That's possible.
Hello? Is anyone there?
I have expected it to keep spanning outwards.
No one's here.
Ah, that scared me. What should we do now? Should we head back?
I have an idea. Lady Trian, could you lend me that
Oh,
golden
yeah,
spindle?
the weft thing or whatever it's called.
Lady Aglaia said this. While you're in the grove, the golden
Weft.
thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not. This is achievable because the grove is not only where the roots of Circes are, but also where the chrysalis of gold manifests.
Chrysalis of gold?
Oh, Nestia, with the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection.
Oh, that scared me too. Why is this even an option? Is this some kind of ritualistic prayer? Who came up with this? How unique.
Well, these lines are documented in the Handbook of Nestia's Priests. So, if I'm not mistaken, we should be able to draw power out of this butterfly exuvia with the golden thread.
There isn't a reaction. Did it not work?
But that shouldn't be.
Everybody, look over there. Something's appearing. Oh, you mean the things that I've just been passing
White
up?
dryad flowers?
Sure, that's a flower. I'll take your word for it. White Dryad. What a cute name.
No, these aren't white dryads.
Yeah, because that looked like a
These are
flower.
shadows of dead white dryads.
Oh, it's still a flower.
Dead me, ma'am.
Whoops.
Shadow?
Strictly speaking, these white dryads are still plants. They only gained sentience as a result of Circe's blessing of equality. But their sentience is minimal when compared to that of humans. These flowers have already died. What you see here are just faint afterimages of their souls. However, this also means that the golden thread has definitely connected with the Titan's presence. Without the golden thread's outlines, we would not have been able to see them at all.
We've been seeing them the entire time, to be fair.
But what happened to them? Why are there only tiny shadows of them left?
Ma'am, can you read their memories?
Let me try.
Let me try.
Wow, sorry. Sorry, Mem. Should've just let you speak. Mem. Don't say it together with me. You're distracting me.
Black cloak, sword toward the great tree.
That's it. Their memories are too faint for me to see anything. I could only vaguely make out these words.
I have a bad feeling about this. The deathly fog of Thanatos is fast approaching.
Oh, it's the enemy that I've also seen people thirsting over. Yeah, I know what's coming. I mean, like, I may have seen him, like, a couple of times, so I kind of know what's coming. Four, huh? Yes. I remember. Oh, there was... When I was trying to collect treasures and the puzzles and everything, I came across the fact that I did one of those puzzles, but then never claimed the treasure. I have no idea why, but yeah, I never did claim the treasure. I also have not gotten all... I have not cleared out the earlier maps. I got really bored of trying to do it, because it feels like every time I try to clear out the maps, I am stuck having to watch a video to watch it instead of just look at a map of people placing the chest down. And it's really stupid that I have to even go that. I have to go to the extent of watching a video. That's where we came from. That just had the chest. Okay, we're good. I almost thought I was gonna get something for fixing the statues around here. Even though I may have broken one of them on my own.
The smell of death is becoming more and more intense.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit, I'm gonna get a new resource. I'll wait until I find that, so then that way I can collect on that.
Steps.
That is a lot of fun. Oh, Jesus. That person got crushed. That person got crushed. I hate whatever that sound is supposed to be.
Looks really scary.
What kind of beast is this? Or is it the Death Titan's kin?
No, it's neither of those. This is a creation of the Black Tide. Such creatures are formed when living beings are corrupted and turned into deformed hollow husks of their former selves.
Okay.
Everybody, stay alert. Regardless of what has happened to the Grove, the fact that we're seeing the remains of a Black Tide creation here
Creations?
well.
Should we inform Aggie about this?
Wait. The black thing seems to be moving. Redacted.
The monster is alive! Trian will protect everybody!
Trian, please hide behind us.
Never mind,
Mister,
Triad.
Let's do this.
You're not gonna do shit. Certain enemies will inflict all ally units with the corrosion state. Attacking enemies will restore corroded HP. The more targets hit, the more is restored.
As expected. The words black, sword, and cloak. Again, they're talking about the Black Tide.
Forged in ice. Never falters!
Say bye to breathing.
I might have to change out people again.
World
because since this is a new, like, little bit of the story, I might have to change out who I bring in my team.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Immerse yourself in it.
Wow. The noise they made when they're weak. Oh god, that noise. That was a noise. Oh my god.
feeling to be of your body and mind.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed.
It's a good thing I can still rely on Acheron.
It too shall fall.
Even though these guys are seeming to be a lot less painful because...
You defeated it! Little Gray! Little
They don't seem to be as terrible because they don't have a move like the stupid archers did in the first part. But these monsters, they aren't supposed to show up here, right?
To think the black tide has spread this quickly to the grove despite its remote location.
There's a reason. There has to be a reason.
I'm
Maybe the
afraid
guy
a
with the
world where
black
strife has
sword,
fallen
black
is far more
cloak,
dangerous than we ever
sword,
imagined.
whatever the words were.
Oh no! Does this mean that Akuma is also in danger?
Yeah, it's always been.
Looking at this mess, it seems the scholars at least succeeded in fending off the first wave of attacks. But
why?
At what price?
Death. You're smelling death, so... Oh, well, you know what? I could think of a price, Casterus. Never mind, I'm not going to be able to show it. The guy that got crushed by the pillar. At the same
Lady
time in
Gaia?
Akuma.
After a few days of surgeries, both major and minor, we were able to save the life of that patient found on the outskirts of Akuma.
Thank you again, Hyacinth, for your hard work.
The scarring of his organs was especially severe, a result of the Black Tide's corruption. It's a miracle he's even survived. I can't say for sure when he'll regain consciousness.
Was it really weird
Don't
saving
stress
him then if
yourself
he's just
out
going to be
over
stuck in a
this.
coma for the rest
You've
of his
already
life?
done everything in your power to save him. There's no need to hurry to the grove.
Let's be
either.
honest.
You deserve a good rest now. Treeby, I have some things to tell you as well. There's something strange about where that patient came from.
Okay.
He is not Akuman. The way the stitches on his clothes are hidden is quite unique. Such craftsmanship is undeniably from the Grove.
The Grove? You mean...
Now that I
He's a
think
plant.
about it,
He's a plant
Casterus
to
and
get
rest should have arrived
the
at the
Black
Grove
Tide
by
into
now.
Akuma.
Trian just got in contact. The
Nothing
Black
good.
Tide has invaded the Grove. We haven't detected any survivors, even with the help of the Golden Thread. What should we do, Haggy?
I'm still earning drops. Yeah,
The Black
Tim.
Tide is posing
Come
an even
on,
greater
be a
risk to us
friend.
now.
Play the game. You'll
I
have
did not
you
expect
could
the
be a
Grove
friend
to be
from
the first to
me,
be
and you
impacted,
could have
though.
some strong people help you out. Not
Can
in
they
the
tell where the
stories,
Choreflame is
but in
right
the
now?
grinding stuff.
We see it.
But thank you for
Choreflame is
reminding me.
still
I still
there,
need to get the drops for
but-
whatever's going on for Marvel Rivals, and I need to get the drops for this game.
But they can't say for sure whether the Titan has also been corrupted by the Black Tide.
Well, yeah, we just arrived. How much information do you want from us in like 5
Please
minutes
let
of
them know
walking
that for
around?
now, the most pressing task is to identify the Choreflame and transfer it to a safe place as quickly as possible. We must also search for survivors and find out exactly what happened to the Grove. Oh, and
There's only 3 of
find
us.
Anaxa. Unless something went terribly wrong.
3 of us.
He
What do you
should still
expect?
be alive.
They've set off. Please, stay safe, everyone.
I pray for their safety too.
Some of this extra like ambiance playing in the
know that
background is
Anaxa
really
is
catching
still
my
alive?
attention.
I know that man all too well. If that blasphemous performer knew that he was not long for this world,
Blasphemous
he would
performer?
most certainly try to seize the Choreflame and drag the Titan down with him.
Is this a joke as well?
This man sounds like
No,
a good
I'm
man.
being serious
oh,
this time.
yeah. Again, this man sounds
We're
like a good
facing
person
threats from both
to
within
have fun
and
with.
without Akuma. The merciless carnage may have ceased, but Akima's nemesis continues to sharpen their blades even now. They may have even prepared the gallows from which to hang us already.
The council.
You mean...
The council.
Even if the divine
old
authority
funds.
of strife is as yet unclaimed, the Black Tide is advancing more rapidly than I expected. I fear this tragedy is more than a mere natural disaster.
Woo!
Alas, it's too late. The council will likely take this opportunity to do
Because they're seeing us
something-
as failing.
I will try to keep this under wraps for now. But you must also take care and be prepared for anything that may happen.
Alright.
We need somebody like
Should
Gojo
I
at this time.
inform Hyacinth
I will
about
not,
this?
because it's technically
Not
a
for
spoiler
now.
from the manga.
She must
I will
be
not go into
exhausted after
detail,
performing
but we need
surgeries
somebody like
non-stop
Gojo
for
right
so
now.
many days. I don't want to overwhelm her with this bad news.
We can only hope that the Grove weathers this crisis with as many survivors as possible.
That being said, based on the condition of this patient, Tribi, we should prepare for the worst. It's likely he is the only one who managed to escape from the Grove against all odds.
Woo! Okay, now can we go back?
Everything will be fine. The people at the Grove are really smart. They'll definitely be able
Smart
to
doesn't
chase
mean
away the Black
anything.
Tide.
Doesn't mean that much of an upper hand. Aglaya said that Anaxa is still alive. If that's true, then there's still hope for everyone else too. Please go. Who is this Anaxa anyway? Why does everyone seem to have some kind of trust in him? Because he's hot.
How should I put it?
A lot of people really want
Lady
Anaxa.
Aglaya doesn't trust Anaxa at all, I'm afraid.
He sounds like a big shot. Oh, that makes complete sense.
Despite being a chrysosaur, Anaxa resolutely believes that titans and prophecies are a load of nonsense.
That comes with, education.
During our regular citizens' assemblies, he always votes to oppose the flame chase journey.
Okay. I can't sit still. Oh, shit, hold on. And he's still able to conduct research here? Didn't you just say that the Grove is an academy that was established around a titan?
Trian knows the answer to that. Everybody says that Circes, who symbolizes reason, is the most tolerant of novel ideas. Apart from Kefali, they're the titan who treats us the best.
Okay. Well, it looks like Circes must really be open-minded if they're accepting of even this kind of novel idea.
Yes, that is how we formed an agreement with these titans who bear no harm toward humanity. If they agree to support us on our flame chase journey, we will wait till the final moments of the journey to restore their core flames.
With the exception of Orynyx, that is. They didn't lend us their power willingly.
But is it really close to the end of the journey? I don't think Orynyx was as reluctant to help us as you put it, or they wouldn't have deemed Toji worthy and allowed me to journey alongside all of you.
That is true. It's also fortunate that these gods weren't corrupted by the Black Tide and did not descend into madness.
Trian believes Circes will be alright. After all, everybody says that the people of the Grove are really smart.
Again, intelligence doesn't mean it saves you from everything.
So, Little Gray and Little Cass, just leave the task of finding Anaxa and everyone else to Trian. It's easy for Trian to look for people because we can fly.
Sorry.
Good idea. In that case, please bring the weft along with you, Lady Trian.
What if we need
The
it?
golden thread will be much more effective from up above.
Alright, fine. I guess we don't need to see
promise
anything.
us that you'll take care of yourself.
Okie doke. If Trian gets in trouble, we'll look for all of you. In return, if you get in trouble, remember to call for Trian, okay? We'll come right over and open the gate for you.
That's the other thing I wish to mention. Do not open the gate unless you have no other choice, Lady Trian. Your body is not in good shape at the moment.
Is it because she hadn't been able to heal from the last time?
Okay, we will keep that in mind.
She hasn't been able to rest?
Trian was just
I mean,
trying
it's
to
been
help.
42 days. How?
Of course, we know that.
How long does she need to
After
rest?
all, Lady
43
Trian
days.
is a demigod.
Because the update dropped last night.
Powerful among all of us here. Remember all those brave heroes in the tales you've heard? They would always save their strength until the very last moment. That way, they could ensure that nothing went wrong with their plans. Isn't that right?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. In that case, brave Trian shall clear the way for all of you.
Yes, that is exactly what I said. Little Trian is so motivated. I mustn't fall behind. I'll use something to help all my friends that only I have. Oronex's power. Okay, I kind of also have that power.
So many monsters.
Do I have to investigate? Try to sense black tides. Oh, okay, I do have to. The monster's body is twisted like brambles, not allowing any living being to approach. Let me see. Ow, that hurt, and I didn't even detect any memories. Fix it. I don't know why I need to fix it, but fix it. I'm probably gonna get nothing for fixing these statues, but whatever. This is actually a perfect time. I'll just take it. I don't care.
Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal
I'll take it.
clouds.
What other ones can I investigate? Not you, not you. Okay, it must be stuff up there. Up there where I gotta go. Maybe? See, it's funny that she took the weft, and yet I'm still seeing these, little dead dead flowers. The black-colored monster has fallen like a toppled statue. Within its body lie golden ashes, perhaps the same substance as the golden blood that is commonly seen in Amphorius. It's no good. I didn't see anything. Oh. A despicable, twisted life form. It was once a living soul that could mourn pain, but now it can only turn its head at others until its soul drifts silently out of its shell. Wow, we're getting creative here. Maybe this monster will show us some useful memories. I shouldn't have gotten my hopes up. I really tried my hardest. Why couldn't I see even a sliver of a memory?
It could be because when a life is devoured by the black tide, it loses its soul.
Probably. I believe it. Give me that chest.
Breathe out the old and inhale the new.
It's
I
locked.
can't open it. It was probably sealed in order to ward off the black tide.
There's no keyhole in this door. Flaming lance charge! That is funny to me. But let me just also point this out real quick. It is so funny to me that out of all the paths that the Trailblazer has, destruction, erudition, I think it's erudition? I don't think it's erudition. Preservation? I think it's preservation. Destruction, preservation, harmony, and remembrance. The one that they keep using in cutscenes is the preservation one, the one with the flaming lance. Why are we always using that instead of like either the destruction or harmony or even now with the remembrance? Is it because the flaming lance was the most like recent actual weapon? Because the harmony gave us the hat and remembrance gave us a quill. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
Yes. Most of the doors in Amphorius are sealed using the power of Yanis.
Since this door is a creation of the three Titans of Fate, maybe the eyes of Oronox will help me find a way to open it.
Are you serious? Just a mere door, and your first instinct is to call on the gods?
Well, that sounds like an Axa.
Before you try unlocking the door, perhaps you should first find a way to clear the fog that clouds your vision.
Anytime, game. There you go. You scared me. Are you the echoes of a memory?
My name is Anaxagoras. One of the 7
Anaxagoras?
sages of the Grove of Epiphany, and the founder of the Newsporists. Before we go any further, rule number 1. Do not call me.
Okay, Anaxagoras. I got it. Your name is Anaxagoras. I'll just stick to Anaxa. Now, can you tell me?
Rule number 2. Never interrupt me. Silence.
I can see why people don't take to him so quickly. What a difficult person.
The person standing here and conversing with you right now isn't the vestiges of a memory. Rather, it is the culmination of the greatness of science and the pure, irrefutable, and undeniable exalted truth. Through the wonders of alchemy, I have shattered my soul and transmuted it into gold before burying it in this spot. I have recorded these words so that visitors may learn where their next destination lies.
Thanks for the convoluted guide, tour guide. Alchemy can do that?
Nothing is impossible. Having said that, alchemy is not omnipotent. Each time you hear from me, an equivalent part of my soul is being consumed as the price.
Okay.
In other words, this voice isn't created out of thin air.
But how is that you can respond to me? Are you really the echoes of a memory?
That's because my precise calculations account for every possibility. I also know that you have already discovered the cause of the calamity at the Grove, the Black Tide, and that you mistakenly believe that the scholars have been wiped.
That's not what I said.
But that is where you're wrong. While the Black Tide was still approaching the Grove, the sages found a way to evacuate the vast majority of the scholars. They are heading toward the holy city of Akama as we speak.
That's not going to be easy to hide from the council.
A fraction of the scholars stayed behind with me to defend the Grove. If all goes well, Circe's Choreflame will reach Akama before long. But since you have accessed this message, something unforeseen must have occurred. For now, you should continue onward to the Luminary Throne, where you may retrieve the Choreflame. And our mortal remains.
Okay.
And now, the objective is complete. That is all.
Bye. He disappeared again. Did he finish what he wanted to say? Pretty sure that's what he meant.
Judging from your reaction, you must have found a useful memory.
Recount what you saw in the memory.
Professor Anaxa?
Anaxagoras.
That's a lot to digest at once. I'm sorry. Please give me some time.
And I probably even gave you... Oh, okay. He said his name is Anaxagoras.
You don't have to take that too seriously. For some reason, he's especially particular about his full name.
Okay, but we should also actually call people what they want to be called.
Professor Anaxa theorizes that all beings originate from the same source and have a similar composition, which in this case refers to the soul. He calls this theory Newsporism. It is an extremely complicated theory. You should get him to explain it himself if you're interested.
If he's not dead.
Provided that he is still alive.
Yeah.
Yes, that seems like the only good news so far. We can just focus on retrieving the Choreflame then.
Perhaps Anaxa did not manage to survive. Anaxagoras.
I do not wish to consider this possibility. Perhaps they were just unable to transfer the Choreflame, but managed to escape.
We have to go to the Luminary Throne. The Luminary Throne? What sort of place is that? Why would there be a throne in an academy?
It is located at the top of the giant tree, and is where Circe's Choreflame is kept. According to Anaxa, the Choreflame should still be there.
Okay.
But making our way there won't be as simple as the professor made it sound.
Yeah, we're already stuck at one locked door. Oh, but on the bright side, it sounds like a place that's easy to defend and difficult to attack. If that's really the case, I think that everyone, including Anaxagoras, will definitely be... Okay.
Right. Let's see whether he left any similar directions for us along the way.
Maybe.
Alchemy is truly incredible.
Yeah, science does that.